What is an experience that has changed your perspective on life?
One experience that changed my perspective was volunteering at a shelter. Seeing people struggle with basic necessities made me more grateful for what I have. It also taught me the value of kindness and giving back to the community.
Have you ever had a challenging experience that made you stronger?
Yes, moving to a new city alone was quite challenging. It was difficult at first, but over time, I became more independent and confident. The experience taught me resilience and adaptability.
What is the most exciting experience you have ever had?
Skydiving was by far the most exciting experience of my life. The adrenaline rush of free-falling and then gliding peacefully with the parachute was unforgettable. It pushed me out of my comfort zone and gave me a sense of accomplishment.
Have you ever had an experience that made you nervous?
Yes, giving a public speech for the first time made me incredibly nervous. However, once I started speaking, I gained confidence, and by the end, I felt proud of overcoming my fear.
Is there an experience you would love to have in the future?
I would love to travel solo to a new country. Experiencing a different culture, meeting new people, and navigating an unfamiliar place on my own would be both exciting and rewarding. One of the most exciting experiences I have ever had was when I went skydiving for the first time. It was an experience that had always been on my bucket list, but I had never found the courage to actually do it until last summer. I had been planning it for months, and when the day finally arrived, I felt a mixture of nervousness and excitement. The anticipation built up as I got ready, and by the time I was on the plane, I knew there was no turning back. I did this thrilling activity in a small town famous for its skydiving facilities, about 2 hours away from where I live. The drop zone was located near a vast open field with a breathtaking view of mountains and a river running through the landscape. The setting made the experience even more special because I knew I would be seeing an incredible panorama from thousands of feet above the ground. The moment I arrived at the location, I could hear the sound of parachutes opening in the sky and see other jumpers descending gracefully. It made me even more eager to experience the same rush. I went skydiving with 2 of my closest friends, who were just as excited as I was. We had all been talking about doing something adventurous together for years, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity. While waiting for our turn, we kept encouraging one another, reassuring ourselves that it would be the adventure of a lifetime. None of us had ever done anything so daring before, so we were all feeling the same mix of fear and exhilaration. We also had professional instructors who guided us through every step, ensuring our safety and making us feel more comfortable about taking the leap. The reason this experience was so exciting for me was that it pushed me completely out of my comfort zone. As I stood at the edge of the plane, looking down at the world below, my heart was pounding like never before. Then, before I could overthink it, my instructor and I jumped. The initial free fall was an indescribable feeling, pure adrenaline rushing through my veins as I sped toward the earth at an incredible speed. For a few seconds, I felt weightless, almost like I was flying. Once the parachute opened, everything slowed down, and I was able to take in the beauty of the world from a perspective I had never imagined. It was peaceful, breathtaking, and unlike anything I had ever experienced. That day was truly unforgettable. Not only did I conquer my fear, but I also created an incredible memory with my friends. The thrill of jumping from an airplane, the breathtaking view from above, and the feeling of accomplishment afterward made it one of the most exciting moments of my life. It taught me the importance of taking risks and embracing new challenges, and I now look forward to trying even more adventurous activities in the future.
How do experiences shape a person's personality?
Experiences play a crucial role in shaping a person's personality by influencing their thoughts, behaviors, and decision-making skills. From childhood to adulthood, every experience leaves an imprint on an individual, contributing to their overall character development. For example, someone who has faced challenges in life, such as financial struggles or personal setbacks, may develop resilience and determination. These experiences teach individuals how to cope with difficulties, making them more adaptable and emotionally strong. Moreover, experiences expose people to different perspectives, which helps in broadening their mindset. A person who has traveled extensively, for instance, is likely to be more open-minded and tolerant of diverse cultures. This is because first-hand exposure to different traditions, customs, and ways of life fosters understanding and acceptance. In contrast, someone who has never stepped out of their comfort zone may struggle to relate to people with different backgrounds. Experiences also shape a person's confidence and self-esteem. Positive experiences, such as achieving a long-term goal or excelling in a particular skill, boost a person's belief in their abilities. On the other hand, negative experiences, such as failures or rejections, may initially lower self-confidence but can ultimately make a person stronger if they learn from them. For example, an entrepreneur who has faced multiple failures may develop persistence and a problem-solving attitude, which are essential for success. Furthermore, social experiences play a vital role in personality development. Interacting with different people in various situations teaches individuals how to communicate effectively, handle conflicts, and build relationships. Someone who has had rich social experiences is often more empathetic and emotionally intelligent, making them better at understanding and responding to others' feelings. In conclusion, experiences are fundamental in shaping an individual's personality. They influence how people think, react, and grow, making them unique and well-rounded individuals.
Why do people seek new experiences in life?
People seek new experiences in life for various reasons, including personal growth, excitement, and the pursuit of happiness. New experiences allow individuals to break away from routine, challenge themselves, and discover new aspects of their personality. When people step out of their comfort zones, they often gain a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. For example, traveling to a foreign country can expose a person to new cultures, languages, and ways of thinking, making them more adaptable and open-minded. Additionally, new experiences provide a sense of adventure and thrill. Many people engage in activities like skydiving, scuba diving, or hiking in remote locations because they seek an adrenaline rush. These experiences create unforgettable memories and give a sense of accomplishment. The excitement of trying something for the first time often brings joy and refreshes the mind, making life more interesting and fulfilling. Another important reason people seek new experiences is to gain knowledge and skills. Learning something new, whether it's a musical instrument, a foreign language, or a professional skill, helps individuals grow intellectually and boosts self-confidence. Experiences shape a person's abilities and contribute to their personal and professional development. For example, someone who takes on a challenging job assignment in a different country gains valuable skills in communication, problem-solving, and adaptability. Moreover, new experiences can help people overcome fears and insecurities. Facing challenges head-on, such as public speaking or extreme sports, builds resilience and strengthens mental toughness. People often feel a great sense of achievement and they conquer their fears, which motivates them to continue exploring new possibilities. In conclusion, people seek new experiences to grow, learn, and add excitement to their lives. These experiences help shape their personality, enhance their skills, and bring a sense of fulfillment.
Do people learn more from positive experiences or negative experiences?
Both positive and negative experiences offer valuable lessons, but negative experiences often teach people more profound and lasting lessons. When individuals face difficulties, failures, or setbacks, they are forced to reflect, adapt, and grow. Overcoming adversity builds resilience, problem-solving skills, and emotional strength. For example, someone who experiences failure in a business venture learns critical lessons about perseverance, financial management, and risk assessment. Such lessons often have a greater impact than those learned through success. Negative experiences also teach individuals how to handle disappointment and setbacks. When people encounter hardships, they develop coping mechanisms and emotional intelligence. They learn how to control their emotions, stay patient, and find solutions rather than giving up. For example, a student who fails an important exam might initially feel discouraged, but through self-reflection, they may realize the need to change their study habits, seek guidance, and work harder. This learning process is often more impactful than simply succeeding without effort. On the other hand, positive experiences provide motivation and reinforce good behavior. When individuals achieve success, receive praise, or accomplish their goals, they gain confidence and encouragement to continue on the same path. For instance, an athlete who wins a competition feels motivated to train harder and push their limits further. Positive experiences also create a sense of happiness and satisfaction, which can enhance a person's overall well-being. However, while positive experiences are uplifting, they do not always challenge a person to grow in the same way that negative experiences do. Success can sometimes make individuals complacent, whereas failure forces them to adapt, innovate, and improve. Therefore, negative experiences, though difficult, often result in deeper learning and self-improvement. In conclusion, while both positive and negative experiences are essential for growth, negative experiences tend to teach more valuable and lasting life lessons. They shape resilience, problem-solving abilities, and personal development.
How do different cultures view life experiences differently?
Different cultures view life experiences in unique ways, shaping how individuals approach challenges, relationships, and personal growth. Cultural values, traditions, and beliefs influence how people perceive success, failure, and personal milestones. For instance, in many Western cultures, individual experiences and personal achievements are highly valued. People are encouraged to take risks, explore new opportunities, and embrace independence. Success is often measured by career achievements, personal growth, and self-fulfillment. In contrast, many Eastern cultures place greater emphasis on collective experiences, family honor, and social harmony. Success is often viewed in relation to family contributions and societal responsibilities rather than just individual accomplishments. Additionally, different cultures have varying attitudes toward failure. In some cultures, failure is seen as a learning opportunity and an essential part of growth. For example, in the United States, there is a strong emphasis on resilience and learning from mistakes. Entrepreneurs who have failed multiple times are often admired for their persistence. However, in other cultures, failure may carry a greater sense of shame or social stigma. In certain Asian societies, academic or professional failure can be seen as a loss of honor, leading individuals to work harder to avoid disappointment. Cultural attitudes toward adventure and risk-taking also vary. Some cultures encourage exploring new experiences, such as traveling alone, trying extreme sports, or pursuing unconventional careers. In contrast, more conservative cultures may emphasize stability, tradition, and caution, discouraging individuals from taking unnecessary risks. Ultimately, cultural perspectives shape how people interpret and value their life experiences. While some cultures prioritize personal independence and self-discovery, others emphasize communal values and duty. These differences highlight the diverse ways in which people around the world perceive and learn from their experiences.
Do older people and younger people value experiences differently?
Older and younger people tend to value experiences differently due to differences in priorities, responsibilities, and perspectives on life. While younger individuals often seek excitement, adventure, and personal growth, older people tend to value meaningful, reflective, and emotionally fulfilling experiences. Younger people are more likely to prioritize experiences that bring thrill and excitement. They seek adventure, travel, and new opportunities to learn and grow. For example, many young adults aspire to travel the world, try extreme sports, or take on challenging career opportunities. They often value experiences that help them discover their identity, develop new skills, and expand their horizons. This is because they are in a phase of life where exploration and self-discovery are essential. In contrast, older people often appreciate experiences that are more meaningful and emotionally enriching. They tend to value family gatherings, deep conversations, and nostalgic moments. Having already gone through adventurous phases earlier in life, they now seek stability, comfort, and reflection. Experiences such as spending time with loved ones, sharing wisdom, or revisiting past memories become more significant. Additionally, older individuals often view experiences from a more reflective perspective. They appreciate the lessons learned from past hardships and value emotional connections over materialistic pursuits. For example, while a young person might seek experiences that challenge them physically or intellectually, an older person may find greater satisfaction in passing down knowledge, mentoring others, or engaging in community service. In conclusion, while younger people prioritize adventure and self-discovery, older individuals seek meaningful and emotionally fulfilling experiences. These differences reflect how life stages influence the way people value and interpret experiences.